Well, hello everyone, and welcome to another First Impressions video. I know this one's a little late, but what can you do? I'm here playing Path of Exile, and this is a game that's been developed by Grinding Gear Games. It's currently in open beta. I've got a couple characters here. We're going to go ahead and make a new one so I can kind of show you what everything has to offer. There's 6 different classes, and basically the only difference between the classes is what starting equipment you have and where you start off on the on the skill board. I think we're going to go with a Templar.
I fought, wept, and bled for God.
So you have your basic class. I can kind of explain the classes to you guys. Basically, the basic ones. You've got your let's see. You got your Marauder. As soon as he comes up, this is not him. You got your Marauder. This is your full strength-based class.
My tribe.
And he's going to start fully on the strength board. You've got your Ranger, which is your full dexterity-based class, and then you've got your Witch right here, who is your full intelligence-based, and you've got your mix between the two. You've got your Duelist, who is strength dexterity. I'll let him come up here.
He had it coming. Was I supposed to bear such insults with an action?
Duelist, he's strength and dexterity. You have your Shadow, which is intelligence, dexterity, which is kind of your rogue assassin class. Then you have your Templar, who is strength, intelligence. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to be a defaultly. You're going to need hardcore right now. You can also go the default in the hardcore, which is when you're killed. When you're killed, you are removed from the league and die. This is First Impressions.
To the land of the damned, to reclassed. I know now that my
so basically, you can basically do anything with any character. So we're just going to go ahead and we're going to choose this one. I kind of show you guys how the skill system works. Something I don't like about it is it is always online, much like Diablo 3 was. And as some of you may know, I'm not a big fan of the always on DRM. So if you don't have internet access, you can't play the game, and it's kind of sad in that regard. And it may not even work now. It's going to be rather slow. I'm doing this at school internet right now, so there we go. As it loads into the world. Apparently it just kicked us from the game. Let's try it again. Kind of expect a disconnection has occurred. Wonderful. So, we'll go ahead and grab him. He should already have been created. Apparently that deleted all of my characters. Well, that was wonderful. I guess this might be offline, so let's go ahead and grab him.
I fought,
oh, it's not even really connected.
For God and the order.
Let's do LP.
For my Templar brothers.
It appears to be having some issues. Like there's if your internet's not even top notch. Like if you have pretty okay internet, you're gonna have problems playing this game. I really enjoyed it so far. It's basically put some really summing up. This is what Diablo 3 should have been. I mean, this game.
So I shall muster my strength and my power.
It has everything in it that the Diablo 3 should have had. It has a really advanced skill tree. The combat is fun. And overall, it is a great game. It's been really well done, but it's got its fair share of issues. The way the skill system works, I'll kind of talk about that while I try to get. Oh, name is too short. Dash dash dash. Hi. Let's see if we can get that. Oh, invalid characters. Let's try this again. LP high money. There we go. Okay, here we go. Finally, it's gonna let us in. But I can kind of show you guys some of what I'm talking about with this. Apparently, the always on DRM thing I was mistaken on, because this is offline. We're actually playing offline right now. So we're going to go grab our scepter and stuff like that. As you can kind of see, if you look over on the right-hand side of the screen when I'm mousing over this thing, it's got 3 colors of things. It's got a red slot, a green slot, and a blue slot. And these are corresponding to the gems. I wish I could pick that up. Nope. I keep having this thing set up weird. QWERT are your skill slots. You also have your default attack. And like Diablo, you can hold left-click and talk like that. So this guy's got a quest. We'll go and talk to him. And I won't ruin any of the story for him, but yeah, he gets eaten by a zombie. Glacial Hammer level 1. This is what we're looking at right now.
In this tortured land.
Let's see if we can't. Let me pick it. Oh, I get disconnected again. It's really not being nice. But what that was that was a gem, and those slots correspond to the gems. And now you don't really get spells in the game. You'll get a couple from like leveling up, but they're not very common. And these spells allow you to, basically, you get them from gems. Are the main way you'll get them. Each one's corresponds. So blue is intelligence, red is strength, and then dexterity is green. Try to connect to the game again. So there it goes. Oh, and it's going to let us have all our characters back again. So we'll go ahead and re-log with this character. And let's go ahead and pick up Glacial Hammer. Okay, so it's going to be a little bit laggy. This is a skill spear. This actually goes in a strength slot. It's a strength-based one. So when this will tell you all about it, it only hits the enemy. You can actually convert to cold damage. So we'll have all that cold damage we can get, and that's Glacial Hammer right here, and that's now on our right click. So we cast that. and does cold damage strike instead, which is going to do a lot more damage. So, actually, yeah, apparently I was wrong to take back. This is not offline. This is still online and is always on DRM, so... try to do this. The strength by cost is really nice, because they basically can one-shot most of the enemies in the game, up to the first point. Like you saw there, we froze the enemy when he died. You want to be careful. I'm probably going to disconnect again. Nope, just lag. You can actually dodge things, and apparently he can still hit me, even though I can't hit him. Yep, there we go. So yeah, the internet here is not really up to par with what normally can go, but I can kind of finish talking about it. Combat is nice and fluid. It works really nicely for what we'll have to be... I didn't want to create. I wanted to load this character. Combat's nice and fluid. Normally it works quite well. Healing, not too bad. You can just normally hit your 1 through 5 buttons here and it'll let you heal. Apparently it's not going to let me. I'm about to get disconnected again, most likely. Enemies feel fairly tough, and actually it's kind of difficult if you want to play by yourself. Can I actually attack him? Is that possible? Nope. Lag. Uber amounts of lag. I blame the internet here. I'm playing it on the Wi-Fi, which is probably not the best plan. Yeah, I may not be able to play this, but combat is nice and fluid. Most of the attack schemes are really nice. There's a huge variety of different things you can get for your character, and a lot of them are really effective and can be used by multiple classes to a minimum degree. Some of these spells require different weapons. You won't be able to, he can still hit me. Oh, there we go. Actually, it's working now. Can I heal? Is that possible? Yeah, it's actually working now. There we go. That's much better. So, or not. Yeah, it's gonna just be a little bit laggy. So as you kind of fight your way through here, the bosses are actually quite nice too. There are a couple of graphic glitches. Also pick up some items. You'll notice that there. Let's get away from this guy so I can show you. Bring up your inventory. It has different slots as well, and we also have these scrolls of wisdom, which are used as basically items are kind of items and upgrade items are actually used as a currency in this game. It's kind of different compared to your games with gold and stuff. Come on, disconnected again. I guess I'm going to leave it there because there's not really too much more I have to talk about. The story itself is actually really good. The NPCs are believable, and a lot of the information you gather from them is actually really viable. Not viable, but it's really is useful in what you're going to do. They definitely help you out. There's a huge variety of side quests. As for the multiplayer stuff in it, it's easy to connect with people. There's a nice board in the center of town, the very first town you come to, that you can actually go to. And people post parties on there. You can join up with them, and it makes the game a whole lot easier than it actually is. Solo. Now, as for some downsides to the game, like I said, if you don't have a good internet connection, you get disconnected a lot, and it's very difficult to actually stay in the game if your connection's not great. So that kind of ruins it for people. And aside from that, that's well, that and the fact that killing bosses, like even on normal difficulty, if you don't build yourself well and you don't quite understand the build system, you get destroyed. Actually, I have one more thing I want to show you. I'll just log in real fast so we can't show you guys the level up screen. And we're not necessarily going to level up, but we can actually show it to you. It should be S, I think. Is this? Nope. I'm trying to think of what it is. Like, here's our stats, by the way. One of these options. That's the map. Social skills. There we go. P. So this is the skill grid. I'm going to zoom out a little bit. As you can see, I can't even zoom all the way out. And we started over here, which is where this character starts. Each character has a different slot, and this middle slot is just a central area where everything's kind of combined together. Overall, you can get attack while you're in this menu, so you should be careful. So I'll just go ahead and heal up some. But there's tons of different abilities and things to gather from here, different stuff to buff you up. See, this is Troll's Blood. It gives you more life regenerated per second, and these things here are generally where they meet. So with Templars up here, and some of the stuff will get like Swashbuckler, increased physical damage, one-handed weapons, and precision, dexterity, stuff like that. And overall, you'll end up getting some stuff that's actually really nice. Like all these skills in here are passives, though, so there's not really any active ones, but they can become incredibly powerful. And also, you can get there. It's pretty easy to read. Like this is, you can see things where it tells you what weapon these are specs for. Like this is for blocking with staves. Over here, your hits can't. This is actually a really useful skill. It's called Resolute Technique. Your hits can't be evaded and never deal critical strikes, though. And each one of the classes has one of these near the end. Well, actually, they're not techniques. They're like passives. And these are the actual skills you can find. They're generally on the edge of the map. And you can see the amount of customization this game allows for is incredibly large. And so along with an over-encompassing story that is actually really well written for once, and good gameplay mechanics, and believable characters, I have to give this game definitely gets my thumbs up. So go ahead and check it out. Path of Exile, you can just look it up on Google. And other than that, like, this is a great game. Like, this game, I really recommend checking it out. Aside from all the disconnects, which is really one of the game's only problems. So once again, I hope you guys check it out. This has been Gravion with my first impressions of Path of Exile by Grinding Gear Games. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you once again for watching. It really means a lot. This is Gravion, signing out.